Hello guys, this is Julia, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the Windows 10 Creators Update. As you guys may or may not know, there's a new update for Windows 10 coming called the Windows 10 Creators Update, which adds a lot of new features which are really cool and awesome. And in this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite features and most useful features I think that exist in the Creators Update. I'll show you the version I'm on, so I'll just go to WinVer because it shows you. And it says Microsoft Windows version 1703, OS build 15063.0, which this is, I think, the RTM version, which pretty positive it's RTM. It's been leaked everywhere that this build is RTM, so this is most likely going to be the build number for the Creators Update. So I'm going to show you guys now what's in here, because you guys can see there's no watermark anymore saying Insider. So yeah, if I go to properties of the system, it says Windows 10 Pro, not Windows 10 Pro Insider or whatever it says. Usually it's like Windows Insider. It says something about it being Insider Preview in this if it's an Insider build, but it doesn't. So this is not an Insider build. Even though it came in as an Insider build, it's not. So, alright, let's just get on. We'll show you guys the features. Afterwards, I'll show you how you'll upgrade when it comes out. But first of all, the settings has been kind of redone. They've added some new stuff such as gaming. I think they added this app, so I'm not sure if that was there before. Because let me actually get my anniversary update virtual machine pulled up so we can kind of compare. But while that's starting up, I'm going to show you the features in here that I know are new. So there is this new gaming thing. Now I don't really play games very much, but for people that do play games, this is very convenient for them. It's got some features here, I guess some game DVR thing like clips and stuff for games. Broadcasting stuff for games. In game mode, this is the new one. There's something now called game mode, which makes your games run very smooth and at better performance. So basically, when you have this enabled, your games will run faster. It's enabled by default on the Creators Update, so you won't have to do anything. Your games will just start running a lot smoother as it puts more performance on those games, which I'll talk about later, about how that works. So the next thing, the personalization, they've kind of changed a little, such as like the color picker. You can do a custom color now, and you can change this. So saying you wanted this color for whatever odd reason, you want yellow. Well, I mean, it's not going to look, it looks pretty yellow to me, but I find that really difficult to see. So you can pretty much change this though to like whatever color you want. It shows the preview of what it's going to look like there. So that's really cool, because sometimes you set a color like in WinArrowTweaker, but then it doesn't look anything like the color you set. Well, it actually, in a way, it does look similar. Actually, this is it. Never mind. That is it. Because that blue is probably referring to, like, other menus and stuff. You can see this is very blue. It's really bright. You can even make it, like, a green. You can make it any color now. So it doesn't matter what color. And all your recent colors show up here. So that way you can change your colors and you can do custom colors. I keep transparency off because I just don't think it all looks that good, but the reason why you can't really see it is probably because of this really dark color. It kind of looks better with this theme because then it all looks like these blend in, but I think it kind of looks cool that those blend in. But anyways, let me show you some other stuff. So once again, I like the spotlight because it like chooses different backgrounds like every day, they change. And this new thing for themes, you can't get to the old way of getting to themes unless you actually searched Windows themes on Google, because the themes are now in the store. So all the older themes, you'd still have to go to the website, but I think these are pretty much the same themes anyways, just maybe not the older ones. So You can browse through a lot of themes, which is really awesome. Saying, oh, I like these sunsets, and then it shows you like the pictures of them, and then you just hit get, and then it says it's an extension for Windows 10. So these are like Windows 10 themes. So older themes probably would not show up under here. You'd have to go to the website. Well, actually, I remember this theme. I used to use this theme a long time ago, maybe, or somewhat similar to that theme. Maybe some of these are just a little bit redone, because I'm pretty sure I've seen this one before too, which that looks pretty cool. Yeah, these are some of the older themes are on here. So I just don't like how you can't browse as much, like you can't go by categories, but they'll probably add something like that in the future. So there's our themes. You can change all your stuff right there. You can save the theme that you have too by hitting save theme and just put Windows or whatever you want to name it. There's 2 Windows themes now. I just realized that. Well, still, that's pretty cool. So anyways, with the updates and security here, Windows Defender got a completely new look. As you guys can see, when you open it, it looks nothing like the old Windows Defender. I'm sure my VM's booted up now, so I just gotta search Defender, or you can get to it through settings. Oh, I disabled it in this. I forgot I disabled it in my VM. Well, this is, by the way, what the old settings used to look like. So if I compare the settings page, I mean, there's some stuff missing, like gaming. What else is missing? Yeah, we're missing the apps too. The apps and the gaming are missing. I think everything else is actually still there, but those two. So there's that. Because this is anniversary update, and I'll show you because I'll do WinVer in here too. And this is the anniversary update. I believe the latest version of the anniversary update as well, like the latest cumulative update. So anyways, back to Windows Defender. You can see it tells you your last scan, your last definition update, which I wish it would give times for these because that would be useful, and the last health scan. So it even checks the health of your computer, not only for viruses necessarily. So our virus and threat protection tells you how many files it's scanned, how many threats it's found. You can see scan history, so you can see, like, tells you when you have threats. So there's nothing in quarantine or anything like that. So we also got the protection settings. You can turn on the protections. Highly recommend keeping all of them enabled. Which here I think you can actually update the definitions. Here it tells you times. So you can just update through there. So then go back here and we'll see the health report. So you can see it tells you like stuff about your device's health, so no issues with Windows updates or storage. So it tells you if your storage, I guess, is getting low. For device drivers, it says there's a recommendation when your devices may not be working right. I'm not sure what couldn't be working right, but when I try to open it, it doesn't. Actually, it is working. So it brings you a little troubleshooter here. And you notice with the bar here, it's not green anymore. You notice it's blue now. It used to be green for all the troubleshooters and stuff, and a lot of the menus. But now you can see it wants to reinstall a device driver, which I'm not going to have it reinstall audio because I have a special Beats audio driver, and every single time I update a build, I have to reinstall that driver on this computer for whatever odd reason. It's probably just how this computer is. The drivers are goofy on certain systems. So I'm not going to reinstall that, or it's going to get rid of Beats Audio and it's going to put back that other driver that it always puts back, because I think it reinstalls the drivers when it updates. Well, at least the major updates. The cumulative updates aren't going to do that, but the major builds, sometimes you have to reinstall drivers that are a little goofy. And it has a recommendation with battery life saying the screen brightness is bright, but this computer, to be honest, full brightness isn't that bright on this computer. The screen is very glary, so it's kind of hard to see if the brightness is down on this particular computer. Certain other computers, though, may not be so much, because some of my other computers, full brightness was too bright. Like, I think on my other older computers I used to have, I don't remember. And you scroll down and it talks about if you want to do a fresh start, so to start fresh with a clean up-to-date installation of Windows, which can keep your personal files in some settings and remove apps, saying that in some cases it can improve your device's start and shutdown experience, memory usage, storage performance, browsing experience, and battery life, because pretty much you should reset your computer or clean it out, reinstall Windows every once in a while. Like if your computer maybe gets a bunch of viruses or adware or malware and it's really difficult to remove all of it, or you just feel like you have too much clutter and you want a fresh start, well, you can click additional info and it probably tells you more under here saying, yeah, and you can go to learn more, and Microsoft will tell you pretty much what this does, saying if you're running slow crashes or unable to update, the option can help by starting fresh and reinstalling and updating Windows, and it tells you like the stuff on what to do before, how to do this, and then you can just read people's responses. I'm not going to do that though because I don't need to do that. So then we got our firewall, which is good. So then we got app and browser control, so it can like smart screen settings pretty much is what that is, and family is like I guess it's got some parental controls too, which I never knew that they actually had that in Windows Defender, but I guess this is something new. I'm not sure if this has always been there, but I guess if you have little kids around, might want to check this out. Be very useful. So pretty much it's also got this tab too. You can even go to settings and even more settings that are even more different. So Windows Defender got a completely new look, which I think is awesome. Now another feature I really like is if you go to your display settings, there's something called night light, which means your screen will get warmer at night, so it's easier on your eyes and so that you'll sleep better. So you can turn on schedule, and I'm not gonna do this. You can do sunset to sunrise, but I have location off because I don't like location on my computer, so I keep that off. But I'm gonna have this turn on at 8:30 because this is what it used to be, but I had to kind of reinstall Windows a couple weeks ago, so my settings kind of got whacked. So then you can have it turn off at 7, which is fine with me. So pretty much this will go on when you need it, and then when you turn this on, I don't think you'll be able to see it on video because I'm not sure, but if I turn it on, my screen right now, it just got like more orangey, and if I go on File Explorer, I can see like an orangish yellowish tint to it, but I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see that on video. I just turned it off. Not sure if you'll see that on video or not, but you guys can let me know in the description if you're able to see that on video. So those are a couple features that I think are really good, but there's also this really good article I found. But before I show you that, this is the article Microsoft put up talking about Creators Update coming soon to Windows 10. Get the latest features and security as soon as they're available with automatic updates enabled, which you guys should always have your automatic updates enabled. I know some people that just disable it, but that's not very smart because I keep hearing on the news about all these hacks and vulnerabilities and exploits that you pretty much want to have automatic updates. If you don't, it's like asking to get hacked. So if you guys have that off, I would suggest turning that back on right now. Just pause the video and go turn on automatic updates if they're off. And if you have Windows 7 or 8, then you might have to do the fixing broken updates, the Windows Update Fixer, which Bob Pony has. You can go check that out, which is a very useful tool. So this has a video about it, I guess, to show you like a little bit about it if you want to watch that. And then this talks about bringing ideas to 3D, which that's why it's called Creators Update. A lot of like 3D and a lot of visual changes. It's got Paint 3D Preview, so you can create like 3D objects, which is really cool. Never used it yet. And then more experiences, and it's got like all, like basically they're just changing a lot of stuff. So they talk about some really good gaming, probably because of game mode too. and I guess the gaming's gotten better. It's coming soon. It'll be available only on Windows 10. So if you don't have Windows 10, well, free upgrade's kind of expired now. So if you get a new computer or if you buy it and upgrade it, then you can get all these new features. So this article was very useful. I read this article. I'll put the articles in the description, including the Microsoft one. So just looking back over on this, it says that the rumored date of release is April 11th, 2017. Not sure if that's correct, but I guess we're going to find out. I mean, it sounds pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure that's a Patch Tuesday. And Microsoft's done that before. If I scroll, yeah, it's at Patch Tuesday, so... That's also the day Windows Vista loses support, so rip Windows Vista on that day. Hopefully none of you guys are running Vista. It's like 0.78 or something that's still running on Vista. Maybe 0.76. I'm not sure if that's even right, but somewhere super close to that or that. So another article, I guess, or another video, I mean, talking about it. How to get the creators update. It should update automatically, but you can check your Windows updates, and I'll show you that in a second. But before that, I'm going to show you guys the new features. So the reason why I'm in Edge is because Microsoft Edge has some new features, so I thought I'd show you those. Such as, all your tabs, you just push this button, and you can actually see a view of all your tabs. You can do more, such as there's a button here that talks about where your tabs are. However, it apparently put them aside, so I'm just going to restore those tabs, because you can set tabs aside, and even if you close Edge, I think they'll still be there, which is really cool if you wanted to save something, but you didn't want to maybe bookmark it, but you wanted just to keep it there for later. Like if you needed to shut your computer down, or you could just hibernate, but, you know, pretty much, if I go back to this article, so, oops, I did it again. I pushed the wrong button. Okay, how do I... Oh yeah, this button does it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to scroll all the way back down since I closed it. So, stupid advertisements. It's kind of getting in my way of showing you, but I guess I can't close it, so, well, there it goes. I hate ads. They're just really annoying sometimes when you're trying to read something and a bunch of ads pop up, especially when you're like on your phone and it's not very mobile friendly, and sometimes you have to reload the page just to see it and hoping an ad won't pop up. So I showed you the Edge stuff. Another thing, they actually have extensions for Microsoft Edge now. So if you want to get some extensions on your Microsoft Edge, you now can, which is really cool. So I don't do this because I don't use Edge. Oh, right here. Extensions. You can get extensions from the store. And then here's all the extensions. Of course, AdBlock is like the top extension, but never actually used ad blockers. That would probably prevent all the ads if I did. But pretty cool. So got that, except we didn't have an ad, so ad blocker I might get, because that would be actually really useful, as this page has a lot of ads on it. So anyways, I'm just gonna refresh the page because that won't go away. Okay, so hopefully it doesn't come back, and it's gonna come back anyways. And I hate websites. I'm gonna zoom it out. Maybe that'll. This is worse than the last ad. Okay, well, that's better. So, anyways, besides Edge, all the 3D stuff, as we talked about, the 3D apps that comes with it. When you update, you can check your apps. Holographic stuff, like Windows holographic interface for VR headsets, which I don't have one, but it sounds pretty cool. I talked about the blue light, the broadcasting. I guess it's similar to that thing, but this sounds like something else. I think it's in those game settings, maybe. Pinning people to taskbar, I don't do that because I don't have people on here. Well, I deleted the people app, so yeah, delete apps I don't use. One thing I don't like about Microsoft is they like to load apps like Candy Crush when I don't like to play that stuff. So I just use CCleaner and I uninstall it and then it's not came back since, so that's good. So stuff about ebooks, and then app throttling. This is probably similar to how gaming mode works, and I said I was going to come back to that. Is it basically when you throttle apps, it'll rely more on whatever app you're using. I'm not sure exactly how to do this or if it does it on its own, but it improves performance as it's putting the app you're using at your top priority, so that way it loads quicker and other apps don't lag your computer. Which then talks about the game mode, which probably does something like that. It probably throttles all the other apps and focuses on your game. So that's really cool. And then the broadcast thing. Pausing updates is a new thing. I don't really recommend this though, because as I said, updates are very important for security. I wouldn't recommend pausing updates, but you can pause it up to 35 days, but that's only in the Pro version. You cannot do that in the Home version. So keep that in mind. The thing is, certain things you can do in Pro, but you can't do in Home. So, anyways, the new Security Center, I talked about that already. But you already saw it. Mine was just in dark mode, as my settings are in dark mode, which that's in personalization, by the way. It's in settings, personalization. I think it's not in colors. Yeah, it is colors, and then light or dark. And I think dark is a lot easier on your eyes. So if you guys like the dark mode, there you guys go. It's a setting. I remember a long time ago I made a video how to enable it in the registry when it wasn't even a setting yet. That was in build 10586. I'm pretty sure it was added in the anniversary update. So, well, the setting for it, but you still could do it through the registry. But this is just, I guess, some new stuff saying this dynamic locking, which automatically locks it if your connected Bluetooth phone isn't in range. But I believe you have to have Bluetooth on your computer to use this feature, and I don't think a lot of computers nowadays really have it. So yeah, if your computer does have Bluetooth though, this will come in handy. It's like you walk away from your computer and it locks itself. So if you had your phone connected, but yet your Bluetooth on your phone would be on constantly, which would drain your phone's battery. So I just close the lid when I leave, or just leave it open, whatever I feel like doing. If I'm just going to be gone for a second, I usually don't close it. I just be right back. So also another feature is you can on this, it talks about, there's this new thing too on here. I don't know where it is, but you can tell it to only allow apps from the Windows Store, which I think would be a stupid thing, because then you wouldn't be able to have all your programs. You'd only be able to use apps from the App Store, which some of those apps, they're just not very convenient, and they're just, you know, not a lot of stuff. Like, there's no YouTube app, for example, even though you could go to YouTube on a web browser, but there's still some apps that people use every day that are not in the App Store, because all the programs I have are basically not from the App Store. So I have a couple from the App Store, but not a lot. So this is this creators update, which the creators update is codenamed Redstone 2. But there's been rumors of the Windows 10 update Redstone 3, which they revealed more detail when we could. Microsoft revealed a little more detailed. Expect the creators update. I don't know, the follow-up. I guess I don't know if they actually did or not. It's scheduled to release right at the end of 2017. I guess the next update. These were all the updates. Windows 10 when it came out, which was built on 10240, which was in July 2015. So then we had the November update, which was build 10586 in November 2015. The anniversary update was build 14393 in August 2016. And then the creators update, they don't know yet. They said April 11th, I guess, is the rumored date. And they're going to have a second update in 2017. Not sure what that update would be called, to be honest. Have any suggestions? Let me know, because to be honest, do not know what that update will be called, and you guys can put your guesses in the comments, and if you guys are right, and like in the future I end up finding your comment, then I'll shout you out for actually guessing what the next update they're going to call is going to be, because that's pretty impressive. So, and they talk about something about Project Neon, which improves, I guess, how the screen looks. I guess it makes it look better. It's like Arrow, but it's like, I guess, a little different. It's more about like scrolling and text and all that kind of stuff. And it'll change a lot of the apps, because this is supposedly a rumor. I'm not sure if this is really what it's going to look like, but a rumor of what the next update after the creators update could look like. I don't like the white taskbar, but I assume you can probably make it black, or you could change the color. I like the nice little time, but they don't have any of the tray icons. I mean, it's a little different. I mean, this is just a rumor. Doesn't mean this is really what it's going to look like, but they're trying to change it up. So, pretty much, this follows the anniversary update, which, if you guys don't have the anniversary update, I recommend at least like upgrading to the creators update when it comes out, because I know some people still have the November update because maybe they didn't like the anniversary update. But I can promise you guys, the anniversary update is actually pretty good, but the creators update is even better. So maybe you didn't like the anniversary update, which I actually had no problems with the anniversary update. I liked it a lot, but I think the creators update is really awesome. And I would highly recommend trying it out if you haven't. And yeah, so if you're on whatever Windows 10, you'll be able to update. And I don't know what to say about network problems, because I never had any network problems. I think this is older info, but I never had any network issues on any Windows 10 computer with the anniversary update or the creators update. It's always worked. So I'm going to show you guys how to update. I'm not sure if this virtual machine will have it, but in your Windows update, it will actually mention something about the creators update. So I'm really hoping this has it, because I've never actually seen it on one of mine. So if it shows up, that'll be perfect. So update and security, and here we go. Good news, the Windows 10 creators update's on its way. Want to be one of the first to get it? Yes, show me how. I'm going to click that, and we're going to read it. I've never checked this out, so I'm not sure what this does. So thank you for being an interest in the Windows 10 Creators Update. We're finalizing the update. We're ready to share with you soon. When the update's ready, you'll receive a notification asking you to review your privacy settings before downloading the update. And I like how you can actually review your settings before you update. But the only issue with that is, I know there's some people out there that don't care about updates. They're just going to exit out. They're not going to ever do anything. And auto update may not force it if they don't choose their settings before the update, which is a little concern, because I think that people that just keep Xing it out, they're never going to get it because they don't care. They're just like, oh, update, exit. Some people do that. Some people don't. I wouldn't do that, but some people do that. So pretty much, if you get that pop-up on your computer one day, go through the settings and review them. Otherwise, you may not get it right away, or you may not end up getting it at all until you do that. So pretty sure eventually they'll force it on you, but you won't get it right away. And I recommend having always the latest build of Windows 10 when it's made official to the public. As security is one thing, you want to have the best security, and another thing, it's just good to have the newest thing, especially since it's new and it works. And they've been testing this for a while, as I've been on the Insider program the past couple months, so I've been able to test out all of the new features of the update, and I thought a lot of them were stable. There was only one or two builds I kind of had issues with. I don't remember which builds they were. But you also could join the Insider program like I did. You can get all of the new features as soon as that happens. So I guess that button just shows you this page. So if you click it, it just talks about how it's coming soon and that you'll receive a notification, and you'll be able to choose the privacy settings. So just go ahead and do that when that pops up. Don't X out of it. Actually do it, otherwise you may not get it, and you want to get it. So as of, should you update to this update, Absolutely, because I think this is a great update. I'm actually going to check this virtual machine for updates, even though it just checked. But I think it's a great update. I love it. I've had it for months as I've had the insider builds, which is pretty cool. They've changed Windows Update a little bit. It looks a little different. Not that much different, but this icon is different. So I think it's pretty cool how they've changed a lot. I mean, this thing on the side they don't have over here, but they'll probably add it. I mean, it looks close, except we got a few more things under here, I think, like troubleshoot. This is another new feature. There's a section here where it's all about troubleshooting your computer. So pretty much any problems you're having, you can go to troubleshoot. You can even fix blue screen errors and all kinds of stuff in here. So I find that pretty cool that you can easily do that. You can get help easily. You could give feedback if you wanted to maybe give feedback like, oh, I want to add this to troubleshooting or something like that. So I'm going to say overall, I'm going to give this update a 10 out of 10. I think it's really good, really well designed. I like it. It runs very quickly, and it's just great. So highly recommend getting this. So anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video as it seems to be really long. I'm sorry. It's just I was kind of giving like a little review. I mean, that's not everything. I'm sure there's some things that I did miss. And if I did, I apologize, because it's hard to get every little thing in a video, as every build they're adding new features. So it's kind of hard to get every little thing like on video and to show you every little thing, but you guys can play around with it when you get it. Another way you can update, by the way, is you could go, I'm just going to go to Google here, and you could search Windows 10 Media Creation Tool, even though you're not going to use the actual tool, because if you go to the first page, it has, if you notice you're running Windows 10, if you're looking for an update to the latest version, click Update Now. So saying you're checking Windows Update when the Creators Update comes out, saying for example April 11th, let's just say on April 11th the Creators Update came out, and you want to get it. Well, if you're not receiving it on Windows Update, as the day the anniversary update came out, which was August 2nd, it wasn't giving me the update in Windows Update, and I kept checking and checking and checking, and I just was not getting it whatsoever. So a way you can update that is just go there, click Update Now, and it'll download the Windows 10 Upgrade Assistant, which will upgrade your computer. It'll check for a build and say, oh hey, you have a new update, and then you can update it, and in the future you'll have that program on your computer, so you can always open it up. I think it puts it on your desktop, but if you delete the icon, it's still going to be in your start menu, and you can search it too. And then in next update, you can just open it and be like, it'll be like, oh, there's a new update, and you can update to maybe the later build after the Creators Update. So if you don't want to download a program though or do that, you could download the tool, which is the Media Creation Tool. I just downloaded it right now, and I'll show you how to check what version it is. So let me just get it. Okay, so I got the Media Creation Tool. There's an easy way to tell if this is the updated one. Saying you're downloading it and you want to make sure it's not build 14393, because that's the older version of the Media Creation Tool. Saying the day the Creators Update came out, it came out later in the day, but you downloaded it before, so you didn't get the updated one. So just to make sure that you're actually getting the right Media Creation Tool, which this should be the old one as it's not official, just point on the icon. And it has file version here, 10.0.14393.591, so you know that that is not the right one, as that's the anniversary update version. You could also right-click it, go to Properties, go to Details, and then under File version, if it's not a newer build, which I think is going to be 15063, it's RTM. It's for sure RTM, pretty sure. So if it doesn't say 15063, or a newer version, if it's 14393 or lower, then that's not it. If it's a higher up version, like 15063, then you're good to go, and you can run this. And when you run it, there's an option that says upgrade this PC now, which is like the first option, And then once you do that, it'll start downloading and then guide you to installing it, which then you'll get it right away, which is what I had to do when the anniversary update came out, because Windows Update was not wanting to give it to me. As that's the day it's going to start rolling out, it rolls out in stages. They're not going to push it to everyone at once, but if you are the one to like review the privacy settings first right when it popped up, chances are you probably will get it the day it comes out. But if you don't do that, you may have to go this way and this route to be able to get it. Okay guys, well, that's all I have for this video. So thanks for watching. Tell me what your favorite feature is of the Windows 10 Creators Update. Be sure to update when it comes out. I'll probably make a video on how to update to the Creators Update, as I made a video on how to upgrade to the Anniversary Update a long time ago. So I'll probably end up making that video. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys will be getting the Creators Update. If not, well, all I'm saying is, yeah, they're still supporting the Anniversary Update. In fact, they're dropping support in May for the very first version of Windows 10, 102.40, but I'm sure none of you guys are probably on that. So anyways, if you are, update it, because that build had so many glitches for me. I got blue screens like every week. So okay guys, I'm gonna stop the video here and stop rambling. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and bye bye for now.